This is Congressman Sam B. Hall, Jr. reporting to you from Washington. As we all know, one of America's greatest tourist attractions is the Statue of Liberty. Given to this country by an appreciative and grateful people of France, liberty has come to symbolize all that is good and decent about the American way of life. The National Park Service tells us, however, that the Statue of Liberty will soon be off limits for a few months while some badly needed repairs and restoration take place. So maybe this is a good time for reflection about all of the people from abroad who came to America in the last century. With few exceptions, immigrants were Europeans who booked passage to New York City. The first thing they saw in America was the Statue of Liberty as the boat passed. They were taken to Ellis Island, processed, assigned, and assimilated into American society. These immigrants looked forward to being productive U.S. citizens. This was a long, long time ago. Ellis Island, as you know, has been closed for over 30 years. Times have indeed changed. While we once welcomed unrestricted immigration, there seems to be no question now that lax immigration policies are contributing to much of the nation's misery. We don't speak exclusively about immigration anymore. Words like refugees and illegals are the modern catchwords. No one in Texas has to be reminded about the illegal aliens from Mexico. Especially no one in East Texas has to be reminded about all the Cubans at Fort Chaffee who almost got dumped on us not too long ago. Take any national opinion poll today, and the average American citizen will list immigration as one of the top 3 or 4 problems facing our country. Let's face it, America is being overrun by immigrants, most of them falling into the category of illegals and refugees. As the United States Attorney General said recently in a congressional hearing, and I quote, "We have lost control of our borders." He was right. We have lost control of our borders. The United States today allows twice as many immigrants to its shores each year as all other nations in the world combined. Let me repeat that sentence. The United States allows twice as many immigrants to its shores each year as all other nations in the world combined. Not only is this creating a problem for our already overburdened welfare system, but recent studies indicate that it's creating a serious threat to our internal security. As many of you know, I am a member of the Judiciary Subcommittee on Immigration, and I might say it's a difficult assignment. The public is clamoring for an immigration bill that effectively stems the tide of illegal aliens, as well as reducing the amount of people who come here legally and on a permanent basis. In recent days, my subcommittee has been marking up a massive, all-embracing new immigration bill. When you consider that only 3 major immigration bills have been enacted in this century, it indicates how important, how serious our job really is. Frankly, at this stage, there's much in the bill I disagree with. I don't like the quota provisions. They're still too high. I don't care for penalties and fines against people who often must use illegals when they cannot find anyone else to perform the work. I want strict, tough provisions against refugees, like the flood of Cuban jailbirds that Castro dumped on us. As you know, in 1980, over 125,000 Cubans and around 25,000 Haitians entered southern Florida and claimed asylum as political refugees. Tragically, the Carter administration bowed to pressure and allowed them to stay. This demonstrated to Castro and other dictators around the world that anyone could be dropped on the United States if they just called themselves refugees. No one really knows, but the best available figures indicate that illegal aliens are coming into the United States at the rate of 1.5 million to 2 million annually. Estimates of the number of illegal aliens currently in the United States go as high as 12 million. In other words, Congress and the administration must act, and they must act fast. Every nation has an obligation to its own citizens. Every nation has the right, no, the duty, to limit immigration and protect its citizenry. We haven't forgotten the Statue of Liberty and what it symbolizes. But an America so weakened by a lax immigration policy really can do nothing to help protect the oppressed around the world. This is Congressman Sam B. Hall, Jr. reporting to you from Washington. Thank you for listening.